world in need, the urgent call for animal protection. Animals hold a place of profound importance in our ecosystems, yet human progress threatens their well-being. Across the globe, animals face cruelty and habitat destruction. This essay is a wake-up call for animal protection. We must confront this urgent need. Our choices have far-reaching consequences. The path forward requires a collective shift in consciousness. This essay will equip you to become an advocate for animals. The journey begins with understanding the gravity of the situation.
The Silent Suffering: Unveiling the Reality of Animal Abuse. Animal suffering often takes place behind closed doors. Factory farms are breeding grounds for cruelty. Animals are confined to unsanitary conditions, denied basic freedoms. Beyond farms, animals are exploited for entertainment. The illegal wildlife trade decimates animal populations. Elephants, tigers, and pangolins are victims of this trade. Millions of animals are euthanized in shelters each year. Countless more suffer in silence, victims of neglect and abandonment.
Beyond statistics, individual stories of pain and resilience. Individual stories of suffering and resilience touch our hearts. Lucy, a chimpanzee, endured trauma in biomedical research. Rescued, her capacity for love shone through. Raja, an elephant, was overworked and beaten in the logging industry. Freed, he finally experienced companionship. These stories offer hope and remind us of animals' resilience. They inspire us to join the fight for animal protection. Behind every statistic is an individual animal story. Connecting with these stories taps into our empathy.
Our shared responsibility: recognizing the moral imperative. Humans possess empathy, compassion, and moral reasoning. We are interconnected with all living creatures. Our actions have far-reaching consequences. We must shift from an anthropocentric to an ecocentric perspective. Animals are sentient beings with intrinsic worth. Our responsibility stems from their capacity for suffering. Exploitation of animals has devastating consequences. Embracing our responsibility ensures the well-being of all creatures. Extending our compassion creates a just and humane world.
A call to action: empowering ourselves to make a difference. Every individual has the power to make a difference. Change happens through collective action. Educate ourselves, make conscious choices, and advocate for change. Reducing or eliminating animal product consumption is impactful. Support animal welfare organizations through donations and volunteering. Use our voices to advocate for systemic change. Contact elected officials and support animal protection legislation. Engage in the political process for a just society. Our voices matter.
Guardians of the Earth. Animals as keystone species. Animals play a vital role in ecosystems. Keystone species influence the abundance and diversity of other species. Removing a keystone species can trigger ecological collapse. Sea otters regulate sea urchin populations, protecting kelp forests. Pollinators ensure the production of essential crops. Scavengers maintain a healthy balance within food webs. Loss of biodiversity threatens the health of our planet. Protecting animals safeguards the intricate web of life. Recognize the ecological importance of animals. The web of life. Understanding ecological interdependence. The natural world is a complex web of life. Each species plays a unique role in ecosystems. Food webs illustrate the interconnectedness of species. Producers, herbivores, carnivores, and decomposers form a cycle. Loss of a single species disrupts ecosystems. Decline of bee populations threatens global food security. Destruction of coral reefs impacts livelihoods. Protecting animals preserves the web of life. Recognize our interconnectedness with all living creatures.
Beyond utilitarianism, recognizing the intrinsic value of animals. Animals have intrinsic worth as sentient beings. They experience a wide range of emotions. Animals form complex social bonds and exhibit intelligence. Recognize their sentience and inherent worth. Shift from an anthropocentric to a biocentric perspective. Animals are subjects of a life deserving of respect. Coexist harmoniously with all living creatures. Extend our compassion to create a humane world. Enrich our lives and ensure a sustainable future. Section 4. A mirror to our humanity. Animal welfare as a reflection of our values. The way we treat animals speaks volumes about our values as a society, reflecting our capacity for empathy, compassion, and moral responsibility. When we turn a blind eye to the suffering of animals, we erode the very foundations of our humanity. Conversely, extending compassion to animals elevates our moral standing, fostering a more just world. Amidst the darkness, voices of dissent have always advocated for compassionate treatment of animals. The fight for animal welfare is about creating a more just and compassionate world for all. The power of compassion, fostering empathy and kindness. Compassion, the ability to understand and share the feelings of others, lies at the heart of our humanity. It breaks down barriers, bridges divides, and creates a more humane world. Fostering compassion for animals nurtures empathy, kindness, and respect for all life. Empathy allows us to connect deeply and understand others' experiences. Seeing the world through an animal's eyes reveals their sentience and right to live free from abuse. Kindness extends care and compassion, fostering a humane world for animals. Simple acts of kindness make a world of difference in animals' lives.
Healing the wounds, stories of rescue and rehabilitation. Amidst the heartbreaking realities of animal abuse, there are countless stories of hope and resilience, tales of compassion in action. These stories shine a light on the unwavering dedication of individuals and organizations working tirelessly to alleviate animal suffering. Consider the inspiring journey of Hope, a young dolphin found stranded, entangled in fishing gear. Thanks to swift and compassionate rescuers, Hope received life-saving surgery and rehabilitation. Today, Hope swims freely, a testament to human compassion and animal resilience. Or picture Leo, a dog rescued from a dogfighting ring, now gentle and playful. Leo's story reminds us that love and compassion can heal the deepest wounds. These stories offer a beacon of hope, celebrating the dedication of those who fight for animal welfare.
The bond between humans and animals, a source of mutual benefit. The bond between humans and animals is ancient and profound. Animals have enriched our lives as companions, working partners, and sources of inspiration. Recognizing this bond fosters a harmonious relationship benefiting both humans and animals. Animals reduce stress, lower blood pressure, and combat loneliness. Their love and loyalty bring joy, comfort, and purpose to our lives. Animals have shaped human civilization, aiding in transportation and agriculture. They inspire art, literature, music, and spirituality, enriching our cultures. Education as empowerment, inspiring the next generation of animal advocates. Education is a powerful tool for change in the fight for animal welfare. Empowering future generations with knowledge and empathy creates a compassionate world. Education transforms hearts and minds, fostering lifelong commitment to animal protection. Early education shapes attitudes towards animals. Introducing children to animals fosters empathy and responsibility. Interactive learning experiences foster connection with the natural world. Older children should explore ethical dimensions of our relationship with animals. Critical thinking and media literacy are essential for informed opinions on animal welfare. Education empowers young people to make a difference in their communities. Service learning projects provide hands-on experience and foster empowerment.
Creating a sustainable future depends on living in harmony with nature and ensuring the well-being of all living beings. Protecting animals is critical for a sustainable world. linking the health of our planet to the well-being of all creatures. Exploiting animals for food, fashion, and research devastates the environment, contributing to deforestation and climate change. Reducing reliance on animal products and supporting sustainable farming can mitigate harmful impacts. Strengthening law enforcement and raising awareness can protect endangered species and preserve biodiversity.
The time for complacency is over. The plight of animals demands our attention, our compassion, and our unwavering commitment to action. The challenges we face are daunting, but they are not insurmountable. By uniting our voices, harnessing the power of collective action, and working together towards a common goal, we can create a world where animals are no longer subjected to cruelty, exploitation, and indifference, but rather treated with the respect, dignity, and compassion they deserve. Each and every one of us has a role to play in this movement for change. We can make conscious choices in our daily lives that reduce our impact on animals, such as adopting a plant-based diet, purchasing cruelty-free products, and supporting businesses that prioritize animal welfare. We can educate ourselves and others about the issues facing animals, sharing information, raising awareness, and challenging misconceptions. We can support animal welfare organizations working tirelessly on the front lines, rescuing animals in need, providing sanctuary, advocating for stronger animal protection laws, and promoting compassionate education. Our donations, volunteer hours, and vocal support can make a tangible difference in the lives of animals. We can use our voices to advocate for systemic change, contacting our elected officials, signing petitions, and supporting legislation that protects animals. By engaging in the political process, we can help to create a more just and compassionate society for all living creatures. Protecting animals is not a grand gesture reserved for a select few. It's a series of conscious choices we make every day. Weave compassion into the fabric of our lives. Even the smallest actions can create waves of change. From the food we eat to the products we buy, each decision is an opportunity to align our actions with our values. Let's make compassion a part of our everyday lives, contributing to a world where animals are treated with respect and dignity. The food we choose impacts our health, the lives of animals, and the planet. Embracing a plant-based lifestyle, even a few meals a week, protects animals and reduces our environmental footprint. Industrial animal agriculture is cruel and environmentally destructive. It contributes to deforestation, greenhouse gas emissions, and water pollution. Plant-based diets reduce animal suffering and environmental impact. They also offer numerous health benefits, reducing the risk of chronic diseases. It's about making conscious choices for a healthier, more sustainable world. Our wallets have a powerful voice. The choices we make can drive demand and influence corporate behavior. By choosing cruelty-free products, we send a clear message against animal exploitation. The beauty industry has a history of animal testing, causing immense suffering. Progress has been made, but many animals still suffer in labs. Fortunately, there are countless cruelty-free alternatives available. By choosing these options, we can enjoy products without contributing to animal suffering. Every year, millions of animals end up in shelters, abandoned or neglected. Some find loving homes, but many are not so lucky. Adopting from shelters saves lives and reduces euthanasia. It's a rewarding experience offering a loving home to an animal in need. Shelter animals come in all shapes, sizes, and personalities. From playful puppies to affectionate seniors, they await a second chance.
Becoming an advocate for animals. Animals are often voiceless victims of human actions. It is up to us to become their advocates. Advocacy takes many forms, from conversations to campaigns. Educate ourselves and others about animal issues. Use social media to amplify their voices. Contact officials to support animal-friendly legislation. Volunteer at local shelters to help animals in need.
Section 6. Supporting animal welfare organizations. Amplifying your impact. While individual actions are crucial for creating a more compassionate world for animals, supporting animal welfare organizations allows us to amplify our impact, providing vital resources and expertise to those working tirelessly on the front lines of animal protection. These organizations play a critical role in rescuing animals in need, providing sanctuary, advocating for stronger animal protection laws, promoting humane education, and investigating and exposing animal cruelty. There are countless worthy animal welfare organizations working tirelessly around the world, each with its own unique mission and area of focus. Some organizations focus on rescuing and rehabilitating animals from specific industries, such as factory farming, the pet trade, or the entertainment industry. Others work to protect endangered species, conserve wildlife habitats, or promote compassionate living through education and outreach. Financial contributions are always welcome and can make a significant difference in the lives of animals. Donations help to fund essential programs, provide food, shelter, and medical care to animals in need, and support advocacy efforts to strengthen animal protection laws and policies. Volunteering your time and skills is another incredibly rewarding way to support animal welfare organizations. Shelters and rescue organizations are always in need of volunteers to help with a variety of tasks, such as walking dogs, socializing cats, cleaning kennels, and assisting with adoption events. Even if you are unable to donate your time or money, there are still many ways to support animal welfare organizations. Section 7. Educating yourself and others. Knowledge as a tool for change. Knowledge is power, and in the fight for animal welfare, it is an indispensable tool for creating a more compassionate and just world for all living creatures. By educating ourselves and others about the plight of animals, the realities of animal exploitation, and the interconnectedness of all living beings, we can dispel myths, challenge deeply ingrained beliefs, and inspire a collective movement for change. Start by deepening your own understanding of animal welfare issues. Read books, watch documentaries, and follow reputable animal welfare organizations to stay informed about the latest developments, challenges, and opportunities in the field. Familiarize yourself with the arguments for and against animal exploitation, and be prepared to engage in respectful and informed conversations with those who hold differing views. Share your knowledge with others in a compassionate and engaging way. Start conversations with friends, family, and colleagues about animal welfare issues. Use social media to raise awareness, share informative articles and videos, and challenge misconceptions. Consider organizing a screening of an animal welfare documentary in your community, followed by a facilitated discussion. Volunteer to give a presentation on animal welfare at your local library, school, or community center. Education is not about preaching or judgment. It's about fostering empathy, understanding, and a sense of shared responsibility for the well-being of all living creatures. Section 8. Challenging misconceptions, dispelling myths about animal welfare. Misconceptions, myths, and deeply ingrained beliefs often stand in the way of progress for animals, perpetuating harmful practices and justifying the exploitation of sentient beings. It is essential to challenge these misconceptions with facts, compassion, and a willingness to engage in respectful dialogue, breaking down barriers of ignorance and fostering a more informed and compassionate society. One common misconception is that animals raised for food live happy and comfortable lives on idyllic farms. The reality, however, is far from this idyllic image. Factory farms, where the vast majority of animals raised for food are confined, are places of immense suffering, where animals are treated as mere commodities, denied their most basic needs, and subjected to unimaginable cruelties. Another prevalent myth is that animal testing is necessary for medical advancements and human safety. While animal testing was once the primary method for testing the safety and efficacy of drugs and other products, advances in science and technology have led to the development of numerous alternatives, such as human cell-based testing, organ-on-a-chip technology, and computer modeling, that are more accurate, reliable, and humane. The fur industry often claims that fur is a natural, sustainable, and ethical product. However, the reality is that fur production is inherently cruel, with animals trapped in the wild or raised in captivity, confined to cramped and filthy cages, and killed for their fur. Furthermore, fur production has a significant environmental impact, polluting waterways with animal waste and releasing harmful chemicals into the environment. Section 9. Promoting responsible pet ownership. Ensuring the well-being of animals in our care. Bringing an animal into our lives is a privilege and a responsibility, a commitment that should not be taken lightly. Promoting responsible pet ownership is essential for ensuring the well-being of animals in our care, reducing the number of animals entering shelters, and fostering a harmonious relationship between humans and their animal companions. Responsible pet ownership begins with careful consideration and planning. Before welcoming an animal into your home, it's crucial to assess your lifestyle, living situation, and financial resources to ensure that you can provide a safe, loving, and stimulating environment for your new furry friend. Different species and breeds have different needs and temperaments, so it's important to research thoroughly and choose an animal that is a good fit for your household. Once you've welcomed an animal into your home, it's essential to provide them with proper nutrition, veterinary care, socialization, and enrichment. A balanced diet, regular exercise, mental stimulation, and plenty of love and affection are crucial for maintaining your pet's physical and emotional well-being. Spaying or neutering your pet is one of the most important responsibilities of pet ownership. Spaying and neutering help to reduce the number of unwanted animals entering shelters each year, preventing countless animals from being euthanized due to a lack of homes. Furthermore, spaying or neutering can also have health benefits for your pet, reducing the risk of certain cancers and infections. Microchipping your pet is another important step in responsible pet ownership. Section 10. Creating a compassionate community. Building a world where animals thrive. Creating a world where animals thrive requires collective effort and a shared vision of compassion. Foster a culture of compassion within your sphere of influence. Engage in conversations about animal welfare. Share information and challenge misconceptions. Support businesses that prioritize animal welfare. Participate in community events promoting animal welfare. Advocate for animal-friendly policies. Creating a compassionate community requires ongoing effort and collective action.
Recognizing the signs. When concern becomes action. Witnessing potential animal abuse can be deeply unsettling, leaving us grappling with uncertainty and a desire to help. Recognizing signs of animal suffering is crucial for prompting action. Physical signs of abuse include visible wounds, injuries, and extreme fear or aggression. Animals left chained or confined in unsanitary spaces need immediate intervention. If something doesn't seem right, take action. Your vigilance could be a lifeline. By speaking up, you become a voice for those who cannot speak for themselves.
Assessing the situation safety first for you and the animal. Witnessing suspected animal abuse can evoke strong emotions, prompting a natural instinct to intervene and protect the animal in distress. However, it is paramount to prioritize safety, both your own and that of the animal, before taking any action. Rushing into a potentially volatile situation without careful consideration could escalate the situation, putting yourself and the animal at further risk. First and foremost, assess the immediate surroundings and identify any potential threats. Is the suspected abuser present? Are they exhibiting aggressive or unpredictable behavior? Is there a safe distance from which you can observe the situation without putting yourself in harm's way? If you feel threatened or unsafe at any point, it's crucial to remove yourself from the situation and contact law enforcement immediately. Next, evaluate the animal's condition and the severity of the suspected abuse. Is the animal in immediate danger? Are they injured or in need of urgent medical attention? If you believe the animal's life is in imminent danger, it may be necessary to contact animal control or law enforcement immediately to ensure their swift and safe rescue. If the situation appears stable, and you can do so without endangering yourself or the animal, gather as much information as possible. Note the date, time, and location of the incident. If possible, Discreetly take photographs or videos of the animal, their living conditions, and any visible signs of abuse or neglect. This evidence will be invaluable when reporting the case to the appropriate authorities. Documenting the abuse, gathering evidence that makes a difference. Concrete evidence is crucial for effective intervention and holding perpetrators accountable. Documenting abuse firsthand provides authorities with the information needed to build a strong case. Accurate documentation can rescue an animal and prevent further suffering. Prioritize gathering objective evidence of the animal's condition and environment. Discreetly take photos or videos capturing injuries, neglect, or poor conditions. Focus on images showing the animal's body condition and unsanitary living spaces. Record detailed notes about the incident, including date, time, and location. Describe the animal's appearance, behavior, and any visible injuries. Detailed and accurate documentation helps authorities investigate and hold abusers accountable. Section 4, the power of witnesses. Strength in numbers against cruelty. The fight against animal abuse is rarely a solitary endeavor. The more individuals who speak up, the stronger our collective voice becomes. Witnessing suspected abuse? You're not alone. Collective action makes a difference. Section 5, intervening safely. Weighing the risks and benefits of direct action. The impulse to intervene in animal abuse stems from compassion, but direct action can be dangerous and counterproductive. Sometimes it's safer to contact authorities. Assess the situation and potential consequences. Is the abuser present and aggressive? Ensure a safe intervention without escalating risk. If in doubt, prioritize contacting animal control. If intervening, do so calmly and assertively. Approach non-confrontationally and offer resources. Ensure the animal's safety and well-being. Section 6. Reporting the abuse, your call can save a life. Reporting suspected animal abuse is not an act of betrayal or meddling. It is a moral imperative and a critical step in protecting vulnerable animals from further harm. Animal cruelty thrives in silence, and by reporting your observations to the appropriate authorities, you become a voice for those who cannot speak for themselves, potentially saving a life and holding abusers accountable for their actions. The first step in reporting animal abuse is identifying the appropriate agency to contact. In most cases, animal control or your local police department is the best point of contact. These agencies have the authority to investigate reports of animal abuse, remove animals from harmful situations, and pursue charges against abusers. When reporting animal abuse, it's crucial to provide as much detailed and accurate information as possible. State the nature of your concern, the date, time, and location of the suspected abuse, a description of the animal involved, and any information you have about the suspected abuser. If you have gathered any evidence, such as photographs, videos, or witness accounts, be prepared to share this information with the authorities. It's important to remain patient and persistent throughout the reporting process. Animal control officers and law enforcement officials often have heavy caseloads, and it may take time for them to respond to your report and conduct a thorough investigation. Follow up with the agency you contacted to inquire about the status of your report and provide any additional information that may be helpful. Section 7. Navigating the system. Understanding animal welfare laws and procedures. Animal welfare laws vary widely from state to state, and navigating the legal system can be a complex and often frustrating experience. However, understanding the basics of animal welfare laws and procedures in your jurisdiction can empower you to advocate effectively for animals in need and hold abusers accountable for their actions. Animal cruelty laws typically define various forms of abuse, including neglect, abandonment, physical abuse, and animal fighting. These laws outline the legal definition of each offense, the penalties associated with each crime, and the procedures for investigating and prosecuting animal cruelty cases. In many jurisdictions, animal control officers have the authority to investigate reports of animal abuse, remove animals from harmful situations, and issue citations or make arrests. Law enforcement agencies may also be involved in cases of felony animal cruelty, which typically involve acts of intentional and egregious violence towards animals. If an animal cruelty case goes to court, the evidence gathered during the investigation, including witness testimonies, photographs, videos, and veterinary records, will be presented to a judge or jury. The outcome of the case will depend on the strength of the evidence and the specific laws in the jurisdiction. Familiarize yourself with the animal welfare laws in your state and the procedures for reporting animal cruelty. Contact your local animal control agency or humane society to obtain information about their specific protocols and any resources they may offer to individuals who witness animal abuse. Section 8. Following up persistence and advocacy for justice. Reporting suspected animal abuse is a crucial first step, but it is often not the final step in ensuring justice for animals in need. Persistence, follow-up, and continued advocacy are often necessary to navigate the complexities of the legal system, hold abusers accountable, and prevent future acts of cruelty. After reporting suspected animal abuse, follow up with the agency you contacted to inquire about the status of your report. Politely and respectfully inquire about the progress of the investigation, any challenges or obstacles encountered, and the expected timeline for resolution. Your continued engagement demonstrates the seriousness of the case and keeps the pressure on authorities to prioritize animal welfare. If you are not satisfied with the response you receive or believe the case is not being handled appropriately, consider escalating your concerns to higher authorities within the agency, such as a supervisor or director. You can also contact your elected officials, such as your city council member, mayor, or state representative, to voice your concerns and advocate for stronger enforcement of animal welfare laws. In some cases, it may be helpful to enlist the support of local animal welfare organizations or animal law attorneys. These organizations and individuals have expertise in animal welfare law, experience navigating the legal system, and a network of resources that can assist in advocating for animals in need. Section 9. Self-care for animal advocates. Managing compassion, fatigue. Dedicating oneself to the fight against animal cruelty is an act of profound compassion and empathy, a testament to the depth of our humanity. However, witnessing the suffering of animals, confronting the realities of abuse and neglect, and navigating the complexities of the legal system can take a heavy emotional toll, leading to compassion fatigue, burnout, and a sense of hopelessness. Just as we prioritize the well-being of animals, it is equally crucial to prioritize our own emotional and mental health, practicing self-care to sustain our compassion and continue advocating effectively for those who need our voices. Compassion fatigue, also known as secondary traumatic stress, is a common experience among individuals who work directly with victims of trauma, including animal rescuers, shelter workers, and animal welfare advocates. Symptoms of compassion fatigue can include emotional exhaustion, cynicism, detachment, nightmares, difficulty concentrating, and a diminished sense of personal accomplishment. Recognizing the signs of compassion fatigue is the first step in addressing it. If you're feeling overwhelmed, emotionally drained, or disconnected from your passion for animal welfare, it's crucial to prioritize self-care practices that nourish your mind, body, and spirit. Engage in activities that bring you joy and rejuvenation, such as spending time in nature, listening to music, practicing yoga or meditation, or engaging in hobbies that bring you a sense of peace and fulfillment. Connect with supportive friends, family members, or a therapist who can provide a listening ear, validation, and guidance in navigating the emotional challenges of animal advocacy. Community vigilance for animal welfare. Protecting animals from cruelty and neglect requires a collective effort. Foster a culture of awareness, promote responsible pet ownership, and empower individuals to speak up for animals in need. Create a protective network that safeguards the well-being of all living creatures. Build relationships with neighbors and their pets. Express concerns if you notice an animal in distress. Organize or participate in community events that promote animal welfare. Establish a neighborhood watch program focused on animal welfare. Encourage reporting of suspected abuse. Create a community where animal cruelty is not tolerated and all creatures are treated with respect and care. Your local lifeline. the first line of defense for animals in need. When faced with animal abuse or neglect, it's natural to feel overwhelmed. Remember, you don't have to navigate this alone. Your local animal control or humane society is your first line of defense. They have the knowledge, resources, and authority to protect animals. Animal control enforces welfare laws and responds to cruelty reports. Humane societies promote animal welfare and offer various services. They operate shelters, provide adoptions, and investigate cruelty. Search online or contact your local police for assistance. National organizations, amplifying your impact for animals nationwide. National organizations provide a broader platform for advocacy, investigation, and policy change. They tackle systemic issues and advocate for stronger animal protection laws. The ASPCA, founded in 1866, is a well-known animal welfare organization. It operates a national hotline and supports local shelters. The HSUS works to reduce animal suffering through various programs. PETA is known for its campaigns and investigations. PETA advocates for a vegan lifestyle and an end to animal exploitation. Section 3. State and local humane societies. Community-based care and advocacy. National organizations address animal cruelty broadly, while local societies rescue, rehabilitate, and rehome animals. They rely on volunteers and donations, making community involvement crucial. State societies support local shelters and lobby for stronger animal protection laws. Local societies offer tailored services, including shelters, adoption, and education programs. They also investigate cruelty cases and work with law enforcement. Support your local humane society to make a difference in your community. Section 4. Animal control versus humane societies understanding their distinct roles. Animal control agencies enforce animal-related laws, focusing on public safety. Humane societies focus on animal welfare, providing care and promoting adoption. Understanding their distinct roles ensures timely and effective assistance for animals in need. Section 5. Specialized rescue groups, addressing specific forms of animal cruelty. While general animal welfare organizations, such as animal control agencies and humane societies, provide a crucial safety net for animals in need, specialized rescue groups often play a vital role in addressing specific forms of animal cruelty and neglect, focusing their efforts and resources on rescuing, rehabilitating, and rehoming animals who have experienced particular types of abuse or exploitation. Breed-specific rescue groups, for example, focus on rescuing and rehoming dogs and cats of specific breeds, often those that are overrepresented in shelters or face breed-specific legislation. These groups typically have extensive knowledge about the unique needs and temperaments of specific breeds, allowing them to provide specialized care and find suitable homes for animals who might otherwise be overlooked. Farm animal sanctuaries provide a safe haven for abused, neglected, and abandoned farm animals, offering them a life free from exploitation and suffering. These sanctuaries often rescue animals from factory farms, slaughterhouses, and other situations where they're subjected to inhumane treatment. They provide a permanent home for these animals, allowing them to live out their days in peace and dignity. In the digital age, technology has become an invaluable tool for combating animal cruelty, providing new avenues for reporting abuse, sharing information, and mobilizing support for animals in need. Online platforms, social media, and mobile applications have revolutionized the way we connect with one another and advocate for causes we care about, empowering individuals to become citizen activists and amplify their impact for animals. Many animal welfare organizations now offer online reporting tools, allowing individuals to submit detailed reports of suspected animal cruelty through user-friendly websites or mobile applications. These online forms often guide users through the reporting process, prompting them to provide essential information such as the date, time, and location of the suspected abuse, a description of the animal involved, and any evidence they have gathered, such as photographs or videos. Social media platforms such as Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram have become powerful tools for raising awareness about animal cruelty cases, sharing information, and mobilizing community support. Individuals can use social media to share their concerns, post photos or videos of suspected abuse, and encourage others to report the incident to the appropriate authorities. Several mobile applications have also been developed specifically for reporting animal cruelty. These apps often allow users to anonymously submit reports, upload photos and videos, and track the progress of their reports. Some apps even use GPS technology to pinpoint the location of the suspected abuse, enabling authorities to respond more quickly and effectively. When reporting suspected animal cruelty, it's not enough to simply express your concern or outrage. Providing accurate, detailed, and objective information is crucial for ensuring that your report is taken seriously and that authorities can take effective action. Vague accusations, emotional pleas, or exaggerated claims can undermine the credibility of your report and hinder the investigation process. When reporting animal cruelty, stick to the facts. Provide the date, time, and exact location of the suspected abuse. Describe the animal involved in detail, including their species, breed, size, color, and any identifying marks. If you know the name and address of the owner or caretaker, provide this information as well. Describe the suspected abuse or neglect in a clear, concise, and objective manner. Avoid using emotional language, exaggerations, or assumptions about the abuser's intent. Instead, focus on providing a factual account of what you witnessed, including any specific behaviors, actions, or conditions that led you to believe the animal was being abused or neglected. If you have gathered any evidence, such as photographs, videos, or witness statements, be prepared to share this information with the authorities. Ensure that any evidence you provide is clear, relevant, and obtained legally and ethically. Reporting suspected animal cruelty is a crucial first step, but it's natural to wonder what happens next. The investigation and intervention process can vary depending on the jurisdiction, the severity of the alleged abuse, and the resources available to the responding agency. However, understanding the general steps involved can help manage expectations and alleviate some of the uncertainty and anxiety that often accompany reporting animal cruelty. Once a report of animal cruelty has been received, the responding agency, typically animal control or a humane law enforcement department, will review the information provided and determine the appropriate course of action. If the report involves an immediate threat to an animal's safety, such as an animal in obvious distress or in need of urgent medical attention, the agency will typically dispatch an officer to the scene as quickly as possible. In less urgent situations, the agency may conduct a preliminary investigation, which could involve interviewing the reporting party, the animal's owner or caretaker, and any witnesses. The officer may also visit the location where the alleged abuse occurred to assess the animal's living conditions and gather evidence. Based on the findings of the preliminary investigation, the agency will determine whether there is sufficient evidence to warrant further action. If so, the officer may issue a warning to the owner or caretaker, requiring them to make improvements to the animal's care or living conditions. In more serious cases, the officer may seize the animal, issue citations, or make an arrest. Advocating for stronger laws. Policy change for a more compassionate future. While reporting individual cases of animal cruelty is crucial for protecting animals in immediate danger, advocating for stronger animal protection laws is essential for creating lasting change and preventing future acts of cruelty. By working to strengthen legislation, increase penalties for abusers, and close loopholes that allow animal exploitation to persist, we can create a society that values and protects all living creatures. One effective way to advocate for stronger animal protection laws is to contact your elected officials, such as your city council members, state representatives, and senators. Express your support for specific bills or policies that aim to improve animal welfare, and urge your representatives to prioritize these issues. You can find contact information for your elected officials on their websites or through online directories. Another impactful way to support legislative change is to join or donate to animal welfare organizations that lobby for stronger animal protection laws. These organizations work tirelessly to educate lawmakers about animal welfare issues, draft legislation, and mobilize public support for animal-friendly policies. Supporting ballot initiatives is another avenue for enacting change. Ballot initiatives allow citizens to propose and vote on laws directly, bypassing the legislative process. In recent years, several states have passed ballot initiatives to ban inhumane farming practices, such as battery cages for hens and gestation crates for pigs. Uniting for a common cause, the power of collective action for animals. The fight against animal cruelty can feel daunting, especially when faced with the enormity of the problem and the deeply ingrained societal norms that perpetuate animal exploitation. However, it's important to remember that we are not alone in this fight. Millions of compassionate individuals around the world are working tirelessly to create a more just and humane world for all living creatures. And the power of collective action should not be underestimated. By uniting our voices, sharing information, supporting animal welfare organizations, and advocating for policy change, we can create a ripple effect of compassion that extends far beyond our individual spheres of influence. Every act of kindness, every voice raised in defense of animals, every dollar donated to a worthy cause brings us one step closer to a world where all animals are treated with the respect, dignity, and compassion they deserve. Volunteer your time at a local animal shelter or rescue organization, offering your skills and compassion to animals in need. Organize a fundraiser in your community to support an animal welfare group working on issues you care about. Start a conversation with a friend or family member about animal welfare, sharing information and encouraging them to make compassionate choices. Remember, even small acts of kindness can have a profound impact when multiplied by millions. Together, we can be the voice for the voiceless, the protectors of the vulnerable, and the architects of a more compassionate future for all living beings.
A shared destiny, our interconnectedness with the animal kingdom. As we conclude this exploration into the multifaceted world of animal protection, let us pause for a moment to reflect on the profound interconnectedness that binds us to all living creatures. In the grand tapestry of life, we are not solitary threads weaving our destinies in isolation. Rather, we are inextricably woven together, our fates intertwined with the well-being of all species with whom we share this planet. From the air we breathe, purified by vast forests teeming with life, to the water we drink, filtered through intricate ecosystems teeming with aquatic creatures, our very survival depends on the delicate balance of nature. Animals, in all their diversity and wonder, are not merely passive recipients of our actions. They are active participants in the intricate web of life, their roles as vital to the health of our planet as our own. The plight of animals in the 21st century is a stark reminder of our interconnectedness and the far-reaching consequences of our actions. From the sprawling factory farms that confine billions of animals in cramped and unsanitary conditions to the relentless destruction of habitats that pushes countless species towards extinction, our choices have consequences that reverberate throughout the natural world. Yet amidst the sobering realities of animal suffering and environmental degradation, there is hope. The growing awareness of animal sentience, the increasing demand for ethical and sustainable products, and the tireless efforts of individuals and organizations around the world are testaments to the power of compassion and our capacity for change. From awareness to action, transforming compassion into tangible change. Awareness without action is but a seed unplanted. Transform compassion into a tangible force for good. The journey begins with our choices, words, and actions. Embrace the power of your everyday choices. Align your actions with your values. Opt for plant-based meals. Choose cruelty-free products. Advocate for animals in your community. Volunteer your time at a local shelter. Write to elected officials for stronger laws. Start conversations about animal welfare. Change is a gradual process, fueled by dedication of countless individuals. There will be setbacks and frustrations. Even the smallest acts of kindness create waves of change. A legacy of kindness, building a brighter future for all. The future of animal welfare hinges on our ability to extend our circle of compassion to all living creatures. Imagine a world where animals are no longer viewed as commodities, but as sentient beings deserving of respect. A world where innovative non-animal research methods advance scientific knowledge without sacrificing ethics. Every social justice movement was once deemed radical, Yet change became inevitable. The fight for animal welfare is about creating a more just, compassionate, and sustainable world for all. Let us be the generation that ends animal cruelty and builds a brighter future for all living creatures.